because Tommy Triggers, one of the companies that Rare Breed believes is infringing on their patent, actually was raided today. There was a raid of forced reset style triggers today where the ATF showed up to a manufacturer and took all their stuff. Well, everyone, it's happening. Just recently, in fact today, I uploaded a video that I recorded last night after having a chance to speak with Lawrence DeMonico. One of the things that we talked about why Rare Breed is basically hands tied, forced to go after companies and people like Tim Hoffman, Big Daddy Unlimited, Tommy Triggers. One of the reasons what we talked about that, which people were very upset with, was that Rare Breed currently owns the exclusive rights to this patent, and their fear is if other companies are going around without having done their own research, without having taken the proper precautions to be able to fight the ATF all the way to the finish line when it comes to these triggers, is that if these smaller companies didn't do the proper steps, they could potentially be put in a situation where they are raided by the ATF and they are the test case. They might not be able to prepare and get all the way to the end and beat the ATF. And if they lose, Rare Breed and everybody else involved also loses. Rare Breed put a lot of time and a lot of money into preparing. They put a lot of time and money into preparing statements and testimonies from experts, from lawyers, saying why their trigger is not a machine gun. These other companies and other people didn't. I imagine that they didn't spend millions of dollars going through and doing all the hard work where they were just piggybacking off Rare Breed. We're not even really talking about the ethics of IP and if that's theft in your mind today. Let's forget about that for a minute, because Tommy Triggers, one of the companies that Rare Breed believes is infringing on their patent, actually was raided today. There was a raid of forced reset style triggers today where the ATF showed up to a manufacturer and took all their stuff. Now, this might sound like speculation, but as I'm running over the screen here, I'm reading directly off Tommy Triggers' website when I say FRT 15 3MD triggers will not be available until further notice. The triggers that we had stocked up on were kindly taken by the ATF this afternoon, thus no triggers are in stock. The ATF said that the triggers were machine guns. The ATF gave me a cease and desist on manufacturing any more of the FRT 15 3MD triggers or selling them until such a time if the courts find that it is not a machine gun. With that said, I have to get busy making more standard triggers, and our newest forced reset trigger, the FRT 10 3MD, Jesus Christ. By the way, I was not able to ship the trigger to the ATF for approval because I was rudely interrupted by them today, but it will go out Tuesday morning. They also confiscated my phone, so email is the only way to get in touch. Okay, so this is exactly what everybody was afraid of with this whole situation. This is exactly what Rare Breed didn't want to happen. A small company who just wanted to steal the idea or steal the patent and work with that, I guess, wanted to make their money, make their quick buck, has been raided, and all of their triggers were taken by the ATF. Not just their single stage triggers, not just their forced reset triggers, not just their 3-mode triggers, all of them. All of those triggers, even if they weren't machine guns, even if they weren't the things that the ATF says are machine guns, they were taken. Do you think that they are going to be able to turn their nose at the ATF in the same way that a company like Rare Breed is? I don't know. Do you think that if they have the phone, that they don't also have customer information? I don't know. This is a pretty scary situation for a lot of people. I imagine that many people that purchase these triggers based off dogs barking, hopefully that's not the ATF. I would imagine that many people that have purchased these style of triggers from Tommy Triggers wouldn't want that information out there. Hang on. My neighbor was bringing their garbage cans in, so now you guys get to see the little guy that gets his hair all over my clothes. You're gonna hang out in here, buddy. So this is a pretty scary situation for a lot of people because they don't want to have the ATF knocking on their door, because one of these smaller companies that might not have been prepared to fight the ATF properly now had all of their triggers seized, and it can only be assumed that since they have the phone that they would have more customer information. This is a very crazy situation that's likely to be developing over time. Tommy Triggers, if you want to reach out to me, my email is renomaymedia@gmail.com. Don't need random people spamming it, but if anyone that is directly involved, would like to get a hold of me and get some information out, let me know. You guys know the drill. Have fun, be safe, stay dangerous. Peace. So I was recording this, and then I got a text from Lawrence, just kind of, these are some of his thoughts. If Tommy turned over all of his inventory, standard semi-auto triggers and forced reset semi-auto triggers, and his phone, did he also turn over a customer list? This is a question. It's a pretty good question. This could be a great opportunity to remind people that all of the infringers that are simply jumping into the market to make a quick buck are hurting us more than they're helping us. Yes, they're putting more forced reset style semi-auto triggers into circulation, but none of the infringers have done their due diligence before bringing their triggers to market. None of them sought out any legal opinion on their product. None of them sought to get expert opinions on their product. None of them have assembled a catalog of written and video evidence to support their position. None of them have a dedicated war chest to fight the DOJ and the ATF. So now we have more forced reset style semi-auto triggers on the market, but at what cost? We need people to stay out of Rare Breed's triggers' way, show them the loyalty and support they deserve, and let them fight the good fight. So another point that I wanted to bring up that I forgot to bring up, after I had a chance to speak with Lawrence a few days ago, I was able to get in touch with Tim Hoffman. I was able to give them each other's contact information. They have come to an understanding, and since then, they have had some conversations about going forward in the future. Lawrence seemed very positive about it. It seems as if Hoffman Tactical is going to be putting up some sort of video in the near future discussing the situation at hand. So I think this is a good example of, I was finally able to do something other than just talk on the internet. I was able to help some people understand and come to an agreement with each other. Thank you.